Good morning, stream. We're running right on time this morning. We got a lot to do. How are y'all? Did y'all have a good weekend? We got a lot of subs to catch up to here. Where we got Miss G's Crafties, 49 months of subbing. Let's go. Carol Jolin, 13 months of subbing. Let's go. Fiendor, 8 months of subbing. Let's go. Two Hands of Blue, 30 months of subbing. Let's go. Mike, 43 months of subbing. Let's go. Wicked Wisteria's coming. It's in the top of the review queue now. Getting there, Mike. Getting there. Great Scott. 11 months of subbing, almost a year. Let's go. How we doing this morning? Woof. We're rolling. We are rolling this morning. Duck of Prey, 30 months of subbing. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. I have gotten in this habit where I, on stream days, well, on stream mornings, where I'm not podcasting, I'll turn on the stream and then write my yesterday's entry into my 5-year. Look how much we've done so far, chat. We're getting there. Almost there. Almost there. You like my hair today? It's very fresh out the shower, no gel. Well, I don't use gel. No products. It's getting old and gray and thin, and we're just letting it fly. We're letting our freak flag fly. I think I'm going to get a mullet, chat. What do you think? I think we should do a mullet. Good morning, day 2 post-show PTO. Nice. Did you have a good show? I'm going to email you again. How was the Colorado Prin show? No mullet? Come on. Come on. I can do it. I would have a very sketchy mullet, chat. I mean, we don't have much going on up top anymore. Heck yeah. Nice. Penn Alley Mullet Con. We could do it. It is hockey season. Even though I don't watch hockey, they like mullets. Baseball, mullets. My kids' friends, mullets. Crazy. We're going to do a mullet. We're just going to let it grow. Lots of people, not a lot of drama, already ready for next year. I saw some of the pictures. Who else is in here? Crafty Becky, maybe? That goes to the show. Was that who I was following some of the pictures online? I was like, look, that was a lot of people. That was a good crowd. I love to see it. Want to explore 22 months of sub and your alert didn't go off. Let's go. Good morning, Ink. Yeah, Crafty Becky. Okay. I was thinking that's who was doing some of the Instagram posts. Dutch Bill Pinman, you've reached podcast number 50. Did you start at 400 and 401, then go back to 1? Or are you just starting straight from the jump? Good morning. Susan H, 99, 39 months of subbing. Let's go. We are hyped this morning, chat. It always seems like so long since our last stream when I go from Thursday to Tuesday. Oh, look, check this out. I finally took y'all's advice. Toby's excited we're streaming too. He's nesting right now, running back and forth with his toy. In and out of the room. Look. I washed my mat. You started at the advertised podcast. Gotcha. Strange Camel with the 100,000 biddies. All right. Well, I got something to show y'all. I just pulled something. I was working here this morning. Pulled something from my pin stash that I thought y'all might like. So let's do this for Strange Camel. But my desk mat, my crabs, were washed. It did really, really good. Like what y'all told me to do was wash it in the washing machine and then just hang it to dry. So I just hadn't put it back yet. It's dry. It got out everything but one spot. And now I'm really curious what that one spot was, because that's a very permanent ink because everything else went. Test Stitch, 49 months of subbing. Skogsy, 25 months of subbing. How was the Colorado Pen Show, Skogsy? You tell me that while I go get this giveaway item. Yeah, I don't think it was Chokuro. Boss Baker Chris, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 biddies. I don't think so. We'll show. It was the little tiniest dot on there. So I'll show y'all tomorrow. Fun show. Yeah, I have no clue what it could be. So we should track the spots, but I'll show y'all tomorrow. I'm not gonna go get it today. I wanted to see how the desktop did. It drives me crazy, 1, because of the glare, and 2, because I can see every little speck of dust on it. So when I have the desk mat, even though it's a little bit louder, it's less fidgety for me. All right. I was cleaning some pens, or I was organizing some things this morning, and I was like, oh, let me put this in the bin. I wasn't gonna give this away today because we're gonna do Nock stuff again, so I put it in the icebox of happiness, and for a future giveaway. But who was it? Who was it with the redemption? I forgot already. Where'd it go? I just wanted to thank him. Strange Camel with the redemption. I wanted to thank them for redeeming their 100,000 biddies. This is my hand brass fountain pen. I really like this. First thing I saw at the show was a friend of mine running up to me, show off our new Skogsy pen. God. Skogsy, I booked a trip in your area for December. I'm taking a vacation in December. I might have to, I don't know if I might have time to get down to where you're at, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Might be in touch. All right, so this is what we're going to give away. This is the hand fountain pen. I reviewed this very, very, very well. I enjoyed it. But, like, these are just those things that need to be given away. Like, look, it's patina-ing. You know, so engravable, right? Super engravable. So, like, I love this pen. I got it. They sent it to me for review, and I'm giving it away. Speaking of which, we'll show y'all. It reminds me of the Y Studio. The front section is very Y Studio-esque. And it's the same nib that Y Studio uses. So let's give this away. Thank you, Strange Camel. Magnet, snap, or twist. Only snap, not magnet. It's not magnet. It's a snap cap. So I think they must have something up in the front that is grabbing onto this part right here, and it's not a magnet. That's me pushing. So just a snap, but a really good snap. And it's all brass, as you can see by the patina. And it doesn't have a roll stop. We're just gonna roll it. All right, this giveaway is open. Exclamation point raffle. This is also why we have a desk mat. Anyone can enter, anyone can win. I ship worldwide. I shipped to Norway last week. I shipped to France. I shipped to Indonesia. We are worldwide here at Pen Addict HQ. Pen Addict Worldwide. Does it post? I think technically, yes. Yeah. So, like, yeah. Where's the desk mat? I washed it. Sammy! 14 months of subbing. Let's go. Hope you're doing well. Quinny, did I say 6 months of subbing? Thank you. Lilium, 11 months of subbing. I missed all those. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yeah. Do you ship to Belgium? Absolutely. Blogwalda, I've shipped so much stuff to you. Mr. Worldwide, Ruben, you better not steal that case. I see Tony has discovered. I have a funny story. Tony has discovered the Notco Brasstown after winning it last week. Like, OMG, this is a great case. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I made it. Shout out me for that one. We'll see if we can get something done with Rickshaw next year for that one. We'll talk about the Notco stuff here. So, yeah. Am I in a meeting? If I win, I'm here, but can't answer. Must be present to win. Must be present to win. I hope you win now. And then I have to redraw. No exceptions. I'm just mean mostly. I mean, I'm feisty this morning, chat. Feisty. All right. Oh, that's a cool pen. Let's see if we can get it straight in the camera lens. Boom. Is it a pen or is it a disc? Oh, there you are, T-Photos. I loved how excited you were about that case. So the story goes, why would anyone ship to Belgium? I know. The story goes, there was this case, this nomadic case that I think I still have, that was made, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, that I really liked the style of. It was a roll type case, very similar to what I made. And that's how I met my partner in Nock, Jeff, saying, like, I wanted this case. Can you make something similar? And so we modified it, and no one was making a case like this at the time. They stopped making that one that I liked so much, and everyone was, what is that case? What is that case? And I'd show it to them, but it was unavailable. So, excuse me, we made a similar version, was how it started. I'll have to find. I know I kept the original case. What happened to Nomadic? They just make backpacks mostly just in Japan. They've never sold really much outside of Japan. They still make stuff. They'll have some accessories pop up on jet pins every now and then, but mostly in the backpack and bag category as opposed to the pin case category. So they did everything good. Everything they made was great. Super big fan of Nomadic, but just mostly just a bag person now. All right, that giveaway is closed. Let's see who wins. Boss Baker Chris. This seems like a Boss Baker Chris kind of pin. I think you'd be down with this, Boss Baker Chris. It's been a while since you won, right? You've actually won here, right? I'm pretty sure. I know you won other stuff. This seems like it might be a Boss Baker Chris type of situation. The blue backpack of theirs that I reviewed years ago lasted my kid all through high school. The backpack is awesome. It was just too small for me, so it's a perfect student backpack, I thought, for like kids. Because on my giant back, it looked like a little tiny bag. Looked like I was like a little Hello Kitty like strappy thing. Boss Baker Chris, nice. All right, it's you. So email me. You can ask me a question, Andrew. Yes. Goes good with my skinny jeans. Yeah, you know me. Me and all my skinny jeans. No one wants to see that. All right, Boss Baker Chris. Email me. hello@pinanac.com. Your shipping address. And I will properly sumo. We got the windows open today so Toby can hear all the sounds. It's the trash man. He's more concerned about his toy. Pilot 92 is in the list, and I don't hear you say much about it. It's a one pin so far that surprised me. Probably because it's about 10 years old. I wonder how long I've had that pin. So we'll talk about that one real quick. That'll be a good little tease before we get into the Nock stuff. Because yeah, I don't talk about it a lot. But it is a really good pin. The 74 was a weird situation. Excuse me. The 92. The 74 is normal. The 92, for some reason, when they brought them to the North American market, it's got to be 10, 12 years ago. At this point. Oh, look, I'm getting a little bit better up here. Not too much stuff, as much stuff now. What's the name of the skinny pin? And hand. I'll show you. So the weird thing about the 82, before I forget, the 92, is that they priced it funny. Right? So they made one model that was like $160, and this is in the North American market. And then those were the color models. Then they did a clear model that was, at the time, this is no longer the case. They made, the only one you could get was the clear one, and it was like $220. So it was a really weird price situation. And they've never leaned into it. They've never leaned into the 92. There you go, Boss Baker Chris. That's the and hand review that I did. It's a really good pen. So yeah, like this is a great pen, but they didn't lean into it like they have the 74. And like even the 91 went away. But well, in the again, US market. This is a US market conversation for the most part. The 91 was their entry level pen. It's kind of like 74 or bust these days. You can still get these and they're still fairly priced. I really do like this one. Yeah, I like the flat ends on this one. This is my color. So it's the translucent blue and the translucent smoke finials. Like this is just a knockout of a pen. And I have a cursive italic grind on here. Is this broad? I think I said. Yeah, broad. So same pen. Torpedo versus flat top. Yeah, and the 91s were solid colors and the 74s were translucent. Was most of the, I've never seen like I don't know if they do translucent 91s. They do like a black 74 though, don't they? So this is a great pen. Probably underrated. It's just not that accessible, and they don't do much with it. It's just like a few. It's just like a few here and there. Again, like this is a product I'd want them to lean into more. I haven't used this pen in forever. And so we're at the point now when I'm going through these pens. I want to ink up so many of these pens right now just because I haven't used them. I really like them. Nib Taylor, 10 months of subbing. Let's go. I hope you're doing well. Did you do a Bertram's this weekend? So yeah. So we got to get through some inked pens here, and then we'll get into this one. Ink 'em all. I was really like into that situation not long ago. All right. So yeah, like it's one of my favorites. I will have this. Like this pen will not be sold like ever, probably. But I don't talk about it much because they don't do any. The Pilot doesn't do anything with it. Like it still technically exists. Yeah, and it's the one piston filler. That's a really good price. And it just doesn't exist. Yeah, context is important, Andrew. That's a good question. What's up, Dragon Drawer? Yes, we're gonna get into it here in a minute. We got one more thing to do. I want to do real quick. Major Bedlam with the gifted sub. Let's go. They like the 74 more. I mean, it's easier to make, right? This has a piston in it. Right? This is a more difficult pen. The 74 is dead simple. Yeah, it technically exists, right? Like, it's not discontinued, but they just don't do anything with it. Bertram's November 11th. Gotcha. London Pen Co. Nib Smoothing Workshop. Oh, sweet. Instead of leaning into the product, they're sitting on it. Yeah, it's got to be a cost thing, right? This probably should be a $225 pen. So I'd pay $160 for this in a heartbeat or whatever they're going for now. So it's one of those confusing decisions that, like, not making the 912 in other barrel colors. Is that piston easy to clean? I've never disassembled it, but from just a drawing water in and out perspective, one of the easiest. Pilot makes that. Yeah, that was the 92. Pilot makes one of the easiest cleaning like feed systems. I don't know how they do it. I never have issues cleaning out Pilots. Except their converters, except the Con 70. So it makes me so weirdly happy whenever the 92 is discussed on here. It probably should be discussed more often. It's just, it's in a weird place. It's in a weird place. I don't know. Pull the nib and flush with a syringe. Yeah, you can do that too. But Pilot nibs are traditionally super easy to clean. All right, chat. We've done a giveaway here. I also have a giveaway over there, chat. If y'all haven't seen this yet, y'all can stop now. I'll forgive you. I won't start the Nock stuff for a minute. Run over there. Get in on this. So this is the Charleston Slim I reviewed yesterday. Brooks gave me 2. Gray Market 92 is around 120. Exactly, cool Pinguino. Like, it's so good. Like, I remember when used to be able to get, back in my day, we used to be able to get the 91s for $70. That was a gold nib entry-level Pilot. And it was $70. And it's totally worth looking at the Gray Market for like 120. Like, it's a no-brainer. Probably mostly just the skeleton one, right? The clear one. So yeah, y'all go enter this and then we'll get started. This is a dope pen. And I want to make sure, y'all see this and get in on this one. The clear one. Yeah, that's the only one they continue to like promote. You can find the blue one sometimes. What else do they have right now? Smoke, maybe? At one point they had a purple, which I think, or was that just the 74? I know the 74 had the purple. Did they have the purple in the 92? I haven't seen that in years if they did. Clear Brew on Gray Market several years ago. Yeah. So they must just continue to make these for the Japanese market and just release a couple to us. Want the orange? That's right. They did blue, orange, and maybe purple because they were all doing the same. The days when the 1911L were sub 200, Lamy 2K was 100 U's, 3776. Yeah. That's how. Yeah, that was definitely back in my day timing. Purple 74. Yeah, purple 74 is sweet. That's what I want in the 823. If they do that color so much, give me that in the 823. How sick would that be? I would buy another 823 if they did the purple. Like without what, like day one. Day one. Yeah, I'd buy 10. M on Amazon. M. What's M? Just some of the pilots. All right. So yeah, y'all go enter that. Thank you, Brooks. Oh, medium. Gotcha. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I can't. I've never been able to figure out the 92, and like I said, we're more than 10 years on, and I've always been confused. I don't know what it means. All right, look at y'all. We doubled up those entries, just like that. Boom. All right. Block from entering giveaway at work. Yeah. You probably quit. So that was funny. Okay. Before we do the Nock thing, I want to shout out. I'm not gonna dox them. I don't think they're in the stream. They might watch the stream. But I have a new follower, like a new member for the Pen Addict stuff. They just joined, and they sent me here. They sent me a. They sent me a. They sent me a letter. They sent me a really nice thank you for sending them a membership, right? So they sent me this card. They wrote two of the smartest things in here, things that I know y'all will appreciate. So one, they were just talking about, finding their people and things like that. And one of their sentences was talking about, inks and shade and shimmer and fountain pens in general. It's like, how do you explain this to non-believers? And I just thought that was a funny way to put it. That we all have these conversations. Like, y'all are here because we don't get to have these conversations out loud in public, right? And I thought that was a great line. How do you explain this to non-believers? And then the second thing that they did, so do you know how a lot of us, especially when you write letters and stuff, or when I do my postcards, you say what pen, what paper, what ink, what nib, like all of these things. They called that the TMI corner, which I thought was pretty funny. It's the TMI corner. Oh, Glyph, I gotta show you something. So I thought that was pretty good. The TMI corner is where all the little details live. So anyway, thank you, new member. I don't think they watch the stream, but yeah. Hit me. Like, I took a risk. And I'm either gonna get there's no in between here. This is gonna be either it's dope or I ruined it. So this is for Glyph here. So I got it. It's on my phone, so I got to show you on my camera. So there's no middle ground here, I don't think. Give me a second. Hey, Miss Marilyn, darling. All right. Tell me what you think. Do we do okay? Was that okay? I just took it upon myself to do something different. Okay, sick. You think they'll like it? Okay. This is what's going to Antarctica, chat. This is what's going to Antarctica. So I was going to ship them yesterday. My platform wasn't letting me send them to the APO stuff. So I got the form. I'm going to just take it in. I talked to the post office yesterday, and they gave me the form to fill, and they're going to get it going. So I'll get that done this week on the way. So thank you, Brian, for making these. Thank you, Glyph, for getting me in touch with who we needed. Which snow station do you remember, Glyph? I mean, I think they're in McMurdo. Yeah. So we'll get that out to them. What is Ansmet? It's they're basically rock hunters. The rock hunters, meteorite rock hunters down at the South Pole. Right? Oh yeah, Antarctic search for meteorites. There you go. So there you go. All right, good. So I think we did good. I risked it. It's like, man, I hope that's all right. So we did 9mm inserts. That's as big as we had. So we're good to go. All right. I think we're there, chat. I think it's knock time. I think it is knock time. You can send a screenshot. Because you need to tell them it's coming. Like it hasn't shipped yet, but I'm gonna do that this week. This week it'll be on the way to the APO address. Attention to our contact. So, you can let them know that it'll be shipping this week. Oh, 9mm, 0.9mm. Sorry, they'd probably be good with 9mm, right? With gloves. Good morning, Murdoch. How are you doing? All right, we ready? Bin number 2. Look, you can see it here. I propped it up. Schmevelin with the 5 gifted subs. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Schmevelin, for the 5 gifted subs. You rock. I appreciate you so much. Hope you're doing well. Whew, hype. Look at all those emotes. Is today the day? I don't know. Today the day that you win? So here's the next box. I think we're going to have to retire this bin, chat. These bins have been around since Nock opened. That's funny, Glyph. All right, so if you weren't here, yeah, that bin needs to be binned. If you weren't here last week, I grabbed several storage bins out of my shipping department. Did those alerts not go off? God, that makes me so mad. No, okay, they went off. So last week I pulled those. Like, I haven't looked at these. These bins were something when we packed up our physical building in Atlanta. Had a bunch of extra cases, threw them in bins, brought them here. I have not gone through them since. Like, that's just, that's how I roll. I guess it wasn't on the, wasn't at the top of the agenda, but now, considering getting the fastener case for the Mini 5, I need to look at that. I saw that. Someone asked me, I'm sorry, someone asked that earlier. I don't know if that was you, Major Bedlam. I need to just, I saw the email. I did not go through the product and see. So, I will hold off on that until I see it. Okay. So what I was doing was going through to see what is good out of this stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm giving it a lot of it away. I mean, look at this. This is like a perfect little Sinclair. Peacock and steel. Like, literally nothing wrong with this case that I can see. So we're going to give... are you shipping any junk food? I'm not. Like, I'm terrible at picking stuff out like that. It makes me anxious. So I'm not. Unless you have, like, a great idea. Brasstown, Unicorn. Like, what's the deal here? I got nothing. Looks great. So I'm going through this bin, seeing what we got in here. Just hang tight while I go through this. Ask me any questions you want. Did I show you all these the other day? And then we'll give some of this stuff away as we go. Did I show you all these? I think I showed you all I think I had some in the other box, right? This was from one of the Kickstarters. So this will be a bunch of good items. A little unicorn boogie mixed in with the snot, right? More of these. These are good. Did I give one? Let's give one of these away. Yeah, I thought I had those. We'll give away one of these in a minute here. So I shipped out everyone's cases from last week. Here's another one. Oh, see, look at this one. Damage. Emotional damage. So I don't know what to do with this. Like that one's just, that hurts my heart. Hurts my heart. That's a different stack. See, so this is a A6 notebook case. Online sewing. I'd watch a sewing stream. Got the olive seed. Nice. The avocado case. That's a good one. Do you allow links? Yes, I do. I'm a little scared, though. But fire away. Oh, look, more of these. Oh, it's on Instagram. Let's see. I'm going to go look. Why didn't that open? Nice. Check this out. Live feedback chat. Love it. Very cool. Sell the damages at a discount. I will just give them away. Maybe so here's what I was thinking, like should I just do like Notco grab bags, like damaged in second grab bags, and like stuff an envelope and charge like $50 or something, and put like, I don't know, a bunch of cases in there. Like I'm gonna give a bunch of this stuff away. Like we're gonna have, there's like so many of the, whoops, I'm not showing you. Oh look, that's still Miss Darling. I've got like so many of these. Like, cause I don't need to ship like, I don't need to create like 200 entries and ship like 200 and something packages from all this stuff. Just grab a bunch of stuff. It might suck. It might be okay. I don't know. That's not an idea I've put a lot of thought into, but it's like, what am I going to do with these bins? Like, they can't just sit here. So like these are like totally like off kilter, right? Like I would never charge money like for like full price for something like this. Like you can't necessarily see it, but like this is just not good enough. Pop-up store at the Atlanta Pen Show. True. Mystery knock box. Close your eyes and grab a case from the giant bin. Oh, that's a good idea. I was thinking about doing a table in Atlanta next year. Ask people to pay for shipping. That is so like Bodegazilla. That is like actually something like up my alley, but that would be a nightmare because we would have like 200 orders. Like again, I'm like trying to avoid that. Here's a fodder stack. Oh, it's a tape on it or something. Oh, this is a really crooked fodder stack. Yeah, this one's all wonky. Yeah, that is the thing is I notice this stuff. Oh, here's another one of these. Like that one's way crooked. That one's super crooked. The 3-pin cases are great. I love mine. I think it's a lot of people's favorites. This is one of these. So it's got the orange dot dash, and then it was Pen Addict Live number 200. Limited edition, 2,000 books. Dun dun dun. Yeah, maybe the mystery grab box at a pen show. Yeah, that's probably like a better deal. But I don't know. Like also, like a lot of people wouldn't have that opportunity. So I don't know. This is just like, don't quote me on any of this. It's just things I'm rattling around in my head. I'll keep this one because it's kind of banged up. I don't think I have any of these. That one's mine. Worth $2,500 on eBay. So here was a tester. Of our A5 spiral bound. This is my wife's favorite notebook that we ever made. So the A5 top bound, like 1 page used out of this. Like, I'd totally give this away, right? That's a giveaway. Why are these Sinclairs in here? What the heck? I guess maybe the label's crooked? Yeah, I don't know. It's not even that crooked. There's literally nothing wrong with this. Bring a bunch to Atlas. So Wonky Pouches label onto them, right? That could be a new name. That's a new business name, Wonky Pouches. There are way too many Sinclairs in here for my happiness. This looks like a prototype. Yeah, this one's not... so this one's off kilter here, right? You can see how this was done. If you're going to give them away, do it over several pen shows would be great. 100 per show. You give someone 50 bags. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, this is totally a prototype. That's not even our like regular bar tack. But still like a perfectly fine case to use for something, right? I don't even know if we sold this color. I don't think we ever sold navy and steel. I think this is like a legit prototype. I don't think we did navy and steel. Those are just colors we had a lot of. Some little tester pouch. This is just a little prototype of some pouches that we ended up making. Custom Toonies would be a nightmare. Oh. How old is that? Mango. This is so old. This was our first cover sheet. I haven't seen that cover sheet in a long time. And that color. That's like 18 grand on eBay. Let's give that away right now. We'll give that away, and we'll give with the black Tallulah. Dang. That's pretty cool. I'd say I'd take a picture and post that, but that would just cause me problems. Chat. All right, let's give this away. I wonder if there's any more here. I don't know. We'll have to keep digging. Yeah, I can't post a picture of that. That would be problematic. All right, this giveaway's open. Exclamation point. Raffle. I will send you these cards and this case. This is what we're doing the rest of the day, chat. I'm going through this bin. I do see this. It looks like I have some strays. So we'll keep these for, I'll do some shipping stuff. I do see this in there. So there's like some, I'll give y'all some of these as we go. I'll take these to the shipping department and put them in packages and stuff like that. It looks like a half pack of the mango. I think we called these mango. Can't remember. So I'll take those to the shipping department. I'll put them in like stickers and stuff, you know. And this was our first notebook. This was a different paper. December 2014. Did you save first runs of your products or just sell them? For Notco, I didn't save anything, unfortunately. I mean, I have plenty of stuff, right? But there's definitely products I don't have and first runs I didn't save. So that was one of the things, like, I didn't want to, like, hoard the products for myself, right? So, These were just okay notebooks. These were better for standard pens. They work with fountain pens, but they're not perfect for fountain pens. The next batch we made used a different paper, was good. Good move, not intentionally hoarding because it happened anyways. Scene right there, chat. Facts. But yeah, like there are definitely some products I don't own. Good morning, software. All right, y'all got about 40 seconds left. Boom. Is there a Nock case you'd buy if you saw it in the wild? I'd buy, you know what I don't have? I don't have one of those funky towns. My desk looks serious, right? I don't have, we made a series of the funky town cases. I think we only made 20 of them for the DC Pen Show. And what a funky town was a brass town where each panel was a different color. So we just do, you know, whatever, each panel would be a different color all through the inside of the case. So I think we only made about 20 of them. And like I can't, when we do something special like that, I can't keep one of those. Like that's just not my deal. So I like the funky towns. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Hell, I'd just like to see a picture of one right these days. I don't know if Barry's here. Barry might have one. Barry NK. But I haven't seen it. I haven't even seen a picture. I haven't laid eyes on a funky town in a long time. Brad in black is unusual. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of digging. The older I get, the darker my heart gets. I'm hitting my 50-year-old emo phase. All right, let's pick a winner. Amika B. Nice. Amika B, you win. It's kind of item you take 100 pictures of for all angles before you let it go. Yeah. We could probably find some old pictures if I dug long enough. But we never sold them online. So we'd only have like some just random pictures of like the table or stuff like that. Amika B, yes. Let's go. So email me, hello@penanac.com. And I will be shipping this, Boss Baker Chris, Amika B, later this week. Unicorn bar. The official name is Sky Blue Lime Pink, but it's Unicorn Snot was the official color because it was green on the inside, so it was Unicorn Snot. Okay, we've taken a turn here. Where can I order good, not too expensive pillowcases online? Can we get a ban for Glyph? I feel like that's a bannable question. I don't know why. It just feels like it. All right, Amika B. Email me, and I need to make sure all your stuff stays together. Wire cutter is all about the little bean. I'm not even touching that. What did I just do, chat? Come on. Wow. All right, let's keep going. So the one thing I learned last week doing this is how much I really enjoyed doing this. My God. These are are just sprouting all over. These are everywhere. Apparently I didn't settle on for these. Which Nock case makes for the best pillow? Ooh, that's a good question. Probably the Brasstown, I guess, huh? All right. Let me just get more and more of these out of the way. Yeah, you need to make that not new to you. Glyph. Definitely. No. Yeah. I'm surprised it took us that long to get there. Chat, that's why I was like not looking forward to this topic. Seed A5. So like a little stitchy thing like this here. Yeah, we should actually ban my pillow from the chat. Like that phrase. So yeah, like this is like why I would pull something right here. Like I'm not gonna sell someone, but I would let someone use it. Which Sinclair do you favor, just Nock or Nockco Rickshaw? I do like the Nockco Rickshaw. So that was one of the things one of the last things we were going to do was a Sinclair version 2 where we made it taller, right? And so what we did with the Rickshaw one is we made it a 1/2 inch taller. So I do like that shape. Yeah. And the lining is nice. Everyone seems to like the lining. Like, I'm good either way on the lining. It doesn't move the needle for me, but I do like it. So, but the thing that we were going to do, so I probably like the new one, the Sinclair R, because it's a little bit taller, and that works. That works well for the case. Like, this is, why didn't we sell this? We used to do these hang tags. It's got like a booger on it or something. I don't know what's on there. So yeah. We did a lot of these for retail when we did some of the retail stuff. That's pretty sweet. It's got a gray and orange Sinclair orange. Yeah, it's great. This is so when we did like some of the first Sinclair R colors were some of the Nock classic colors, and this was one of them. This was one of them. What else? I can't remember all the other ones, but we did a handful of these because these were like the classic colors that we did. That's a good case. That's a real good case. Man, I have something here that's gonna be a problem. Well, I guess I already showed the note cards. This is gonna be a problem. So I see I didn't sell it because it came out crooked. This is one of the cases I had to stop taking to pin shows. Because I... Thank you, Miss G's. Because people wanted it so bad. And mine has a... so being the maker, because you couldn't find them. I see what you did there, Naperville. Being the maker of things, I got the... Jeff, before we paneled it and sealed it, I got a Nockco patch, a Pin Addict patch, and got him to stitch it into the face. So mine has the Pin Addict on there. And yeah, it's tight. But this one's like super crooked, but like very, very cool. I have the Sinclair with the spot on the front for Velcro patches. Yeah. That's a Rickshaw thing. So yeah. This is a cool OG stuff. What's the name of the company that makes nice wooden stuff and are coming out with a utility knife? I don't know. I don't know. Alright. More Sinclairs. Things just get dumped in a box. Yeah, this one's just a little bit wonky. Like you can see the stitching on the inside. Grove Made. Okay, Grove Made does the wooden products, maybe. Maybe that's them. I wish they kept a little loop at the top of the Sinclair R cases that are sold at retailers. It can be requested. Yes. We took that off because I got angry about it. Brad was big mad about that. Not really. I wasn't mad, but I was like, this doesn't belong here. Just like the strap on it. That was the good thing about being the maker of things. You could have opinions. I like opinions. I like opinionated design, chat. We've talked about this before. Chat was mad about it too. I know. I still won. And then Mark capitulated because Mark's way nicer than me. But when you own the factory and you can do whatever you want, you can add in things like that. Me, when I had to like make like a billion things, I wasn't always making them ourselves. So we had to limit things, and that was a choice I made. I'm glad he didn't make the I'm glad he didn't make the one with the strap to begin with, because we might not have had a partnership at this point. we might not have continued to work together if I saw that early on. Yeah, so this is one of our fishing best pins. I don't know if I'll give this one away. It's like a little bit dinged up, right? Because it's just been floating around in the bag, but this will be in the giveaway stash here in a little bit. So chimney top prototype. It's a good pencil. This was made to fit Blackwings because no one was making anything to fit Blackwings at the time. Standard pencil cases would not fit Blackwings, so we designed a simple case just for pencils. An overly stitched fodder stack. Ooh, we should put some of these note cards in here. These should fit. Yeah, so this is what this was designed for. That, you put a pin right there, so keep that there. Then we have Hightower. Ooh, orange. Orange and sky blue. I don't really care that much about the loop thing. Like, it doesn't bother me. I just more like to talk about it like it's the end of the world. And it really doesn't matter. Bunch of little chimney tops here. All these are going in the a lot of this stuff's gonna go in the icebox of happiness. Like, literally, there's gonna be so much more stuff in the icebox of happiness. We're gonna do a lot of giveaways, like, for the future. Like, I'm not gonna give away. Can't do. The loop was very divisive. Only because I exacerbated the situation. I really didn't care that much. It was fine. Now the strap. The strap can jump. You hang an air tag off the loop. Wouldn't you want that on the interior? Like, it just at the bottom? Like in here in the pouch? I mean, I get it. Like, people hang them off their keychains too, but I mean, I think it's smart. I'd almost rather like sew in a pouch. Like, this, what is wrong with this? Like maybe a little stitchy over here. I don't know. That is a great purple. Ooh, this could be good. I don't think we had any of this color. Or did we have a Sinclair in the triple green? Oh, this one's sunshine. Damn, we definitely didn't have this. This one's sick. Oh, this is a prototype. Does anyone have this case and know why this is a prototype? I didn't get that Kaweco orange. I probably should get that, though. I know. This was Forest and Sunshine. This was a prototype because we used brown thread for the official version. This is black. And I can tell this isn't our Bartek either. We use brown threads because it looks better. So this is like a one-off type of situation. I think we should give this one away now. This is a very, very like one-off type of deal. Because the production version was brown thread. You're learning so much. If you have any questions, let me know, Viable Tater. Like I care a lot about this stuff. I have one of those. I use it for crochet hooks. All right, let's give away Brasstown Forest Sunshine. Yeah, this one's super, super cool. It is a burrito holder. We used to call them burrito, like we used to call them like the burrito cases, because our first pattern for this was even poofier. It was like really wild. And was that a pouch for pocket pins? This one, no, it fits full size pins. What am I doing? Brasstown. All right, this giveaway is open. I'm gonna make some room here. It's for this one. That was never produced in this stitching color. So kind of cool. I wish I had another one that had the stitching to show you. Oh yeah, here's the final version. I don't know if you can tell, but it was way less intense using the brown stitching instead of. So I must have got these at the same time, or got the samples to see which was better, black and brown. And brown is like 5,000% better. So yeah. Yeah, and here's the Sinclair. So these must have all been in here together from the samples. So that's a good one. So then it has the brown stitching, which it's probably hard to see on the stream. But it helps. It does it on the exterior too. You can't really tell, but right there, we do these little hits. That's how we knew what color was the threading on the inside. Here's an old high tower. This looks unfinished, but it would take about 2 seconds to finish up. Looks like it had probably... Oh no, this one had our tag on it. Had an old... Wow, this is really old. Yeah, there's one. Sick. How hard was it to decide which color to pair this together? Not hard. I mean, it took a lot of time and discussion, but it wasn't difficult. So what we do is, someone asked last week, how did we choose the colors? Did we have like rolls of fabric, or did we have like sample cards? We had sample cards. And we would just get out the samples, lay them out on all the desk, and try to mix and match. And that's a good question, good timing. That's how we ended up with this case, which is Clay and Sunshine. We would have never in a million years put these two colors together until we sit there, lay all this stuff out, try to do something different. Oh, we like this color. What would go in on the interior? But try a million different interiors. Then we're like, wait a minute. This is like legitimately good, right? This was one of those happy accidents of design where it's like, well, let's take this color because it's such a great exterior color. What can we add that would be fun? Like it'd be easy to do black or gray or even red or something. And it just ended up being like spectacular. Super popular color. So this was the PA-18 from the Kickstarter campaign. And this is a upside down zipper one. Clay dries out Sunshine. That's pretty funny. All right, is that over yet? All right, that's over. Let's pick a winner for this one. All right, pick a winner. The Dormouse Desk. The Dormouse Desk. Now you're making me hungry for burritos for lunch. Can't imagine picking colors without having physical samples. Yeah. I guess we had done it enough. We were pretty confident. And then we'd still have a sample made before we committed to like the hundreds of yards of fabric needed, right? We could get we could say make this sample, so we wouldn't have to commit to the full yardage that we needed. All right, Dormouse Desk, email me your shipping address. Whoops. And I will get this shipped to you. Ordering burrito from Grubhub right now. I should go out for lunch. We don't have any good burrito places here. I mean, we just have average chain restaurant burritos here. I just noticed something else in this prototype. It just hit me. Single zipper. This is a legit prototype. Because the final versions are double zipper. Interesting. This is a legit prototype, chat. A truly unique situation. I think it's dope. It's not a field notes. I'm going to put a craft field notes in there just to make you mad. Oh, and if you haven't sent it, tell me you won the Brass Town. Like, I'll remember, but if y'all win something, send me an email. Tell me what you won. That does help me. Does help me out. Please no. So there's the coffee and violet. I don't know. This one looks like pristine. Like, there's literally nothing wrong with this case. Some good stuff. I have such retroactive FOMO. I know. I do too when we do this. Like, this stuff makes me really happy. Did I win earlier when I was in the office and called back before the winner was picked? Yes. You did. You'll have to watch the VOD. Wow. This is a weirdly coated fabric. It's much rougher. I think we had some of these made where like the coating, like there's color variants, there's coating variants when we get all these fabrics. What is the fate of all the stuff not for giveaways? Most of it's going into the icebox of happiness. And then I might owe Sister T an email. I have an idea for something. But yeah, it's mostly going in the icebox. So when you buy the Cordura rolls, they can be, there's some variance in them, right? They can be finished differently, like different coating, like levels. Some is rougher, some is smoother. This one's rougher. Like, this one doesn't feel as good, but it's still cool. Still a good case. Like this one. These, I wonder if these were samples or something. Just made from like an extra roll of fabric. That could be very possible. Another crooked fodder stack. These were so tough to make, they came out crooked a lot. What is this? What do you think? I think this might be a Relay FM shirt. At one point, we used to ship Relay FM goods. Whoops. We maybe had a miscount of inventory here. Because we didn't do a Nock shirt this color. I bet this is a Relay FM shirt. Ah, I was right. Relay FM. It's like baby sized. It says medium. Maybe women's medium. This looks like kid size. Sorry, Mike. Sorry, Mike and Steven. How did that get in there? We must have found that somewhere. It must have fallen behind the cracks. Oh, look at... Oh! This was one of the rarest items ever made. Did y'all catch what this was? This was a mistake, chat. And about once every, I don't know, 100 or 200, yeah, it's a 6-pin Sinclair. This is when the panels get grabbed incorrectly. These are sick. So when you're putting this together, right, you just have stacks of panels, right, to build a case. Sometimes the wrong panel gets grabbed. Because you make the panel, this part is made out, obviously it's made just like a flat piece with the stitches in and then gets stitched into the interior here, and sometimes you just grab two. Crazy chat. Oh look, another camo crooked one. If I knew these were here, I could have sold these even if they were crooked back in the day. One of our other notebooks. I like this color with the red. It was a tester. Some people have good handwriting. Oh, look, tester. It even says it right there. So people were testing fountain pens. Look, they're very fountain pen friendly. Another steel and mango. So mango was one of our very first colorways. So this interior is called mango. And like right after we made all of our stuff and started selling it, they discontinued mango. So steel and mango and mandarin mango were both popular colors because we couldn't get mango anymore, and still can't. Like it was just a discontinued color that never got made again. Yield pouch. Good stuff there. Man, some of this stuff is dusty. Another Sinclair. Lots of Sinclairs in this bin, chat. Like, literally nothing wrong with this. Oh, yeah. That's probably why I pulled it right there. Because I'm weird. Like, I wouldn't have sold this. Purple and brown is also an S-tier color combo. Yeah. You should give away the 6-pin holder today. That rocks. Maybe. We got lots of good stuff to give away. All right. We may not finish this box today. We'll see. I need to speed it up if we do. I'm too busy enjoying all this stuff, which is how it should be, right? Unicorn. We never made this one. This was just something we did just like sample-wise. It's very crooked, and it's got the inside-out fabric material here. I always open these books because sometimes Jeff would write dirty things in here. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, chat. Where'd that go? Klein Wits, thank you for the follow. It is like very reminiscing. God, some of these were rough. Behind the cannon, I like that. Chris Kattan, you cannot have the mango. You cannot touch the mango. Just cannot touch the mango. You have admirable standards, Brad. I don't know if that's admirable or just asinine. Maybe somewhere in between. Why not both? Probably. What's funny is I can see them quickly, like even the second time around, right? It's like, why is this here? Oh, yeah, this is why. May need to open off camera. I don't know. This is very crooked. I like that blue stitching. Man, Sinclair's out the yin-yang. It's great to see all the happiness you get. I love doing this. I love the design process. I love making something. And I love, like, the technical aspects of it, of, like, why we made the decisions that we did. Like, I think about that stuff a lot. If you couldn't tell, like, I really think about this stuff a lot. Still do. I mean, that's still why I'm, like, opinionated about products, too. So, you could do QC for Pilot. I could do QC for anybody. This one's barely shifted. Like, I should have sold that one, probably. Like, this was probably, like, ready to go out. And I was like, It's a little off kilter. It's probably dumb. So that one's got a busted thread right there. Right quick, can you show your Leonardo PM1 on screen? I may not have bought one at a steal from Gold Spot. I want to see how close our colors ended up. It is buried, so I'm going to go with no. It is under all these Nock cases. I need to make some room, though. Let's see here. All right. So most of this stuff's going to go in the icebox for later giveaways. You thought it was in the Toyota? Not my Leonardo. I have it inked up and on the desk because I'm going to review it. And it's in my Galen case, which is flat, so it gets stacked upon. My chair is squeaky. Wintertime, we need to oil this bad boy up. Why is it so squeaky, Toby? It's bugging me. All right, where are we at here? Okay. Let's see. Why are these inside out? Why are these inside out, Chad? This might have been when the first versions. $50 Notco rejects grab bag. Yeah. These might have been the first versions where we were concerned about the dimensions of the corners. So they're still completely fine. Seriously, I have been experimenting with diatramentous dilution fluid, but diatramentous and Kala permanent inks to make them slightly lighter. Oh, that'd be cool. 1-to-3 ratio. That's a pretty heavy ratio. I could be down with that. Toby is literally sleeping through all this. Like, I can almost reach out and touch him right here. He's just laying on the couch. Yeah, so I think these must have been prototypes that were pretty tight for some A6 stuff. Look. Note cards. Works perfectly. I don't have those diatramentous inks that you like, and I need to get some of those. I really, because I know I would like them. So yeah, those are cool. Those seem like perfectly fine. We must have just been... I do remember, like, we had to modify the dimensions by, like, a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch interior. To fit some of the stuff. Oh, here's a prototype. So we did our first Sapelo, and this is, like, label goes here, marker. That's funny. And this is like, oh, should the snap go here? Or should the snap go here? So yeah, prototype in action. Prototype action shot. Have you seen the cool color changings? I have. Those look really cool. I just can't determine if I would use them, which doesn't mean I shouldn't review them, but like for my personal use, I don't know if I would want to use them. We haven't seen many of the red colors, have we? So this was the red, navy, and then we did gray stitching with this. This one looked good. Excuse me. She wouldn't let me steal it and it fits my Mew perfectly. Yeah, this panel's crooked or something. You see how it's shorter dimension here than it is here. Like this dimension. So that must have bothered me enough to throw it out. You can see it on there. Like, we can't sell that, right? But you can use it. This was a really popular color combo. This was a really, like, kind of like traditional colors. And it did really well. We weren't sure how this one was going to do. I mean, obviously we would do fine. But, like, was it going to be, like, a top seller? And it ended up being. We ended up selling out of these, like, pretty early on. Because the color was so good. It's a dirty fodder stack. That's a different show. Another one of these Tallulahs. We must have just had a whole batch of these that I missed somehow. It is a sweet combo. It's a very Braves combo. All right, here's a color we never did. This is a prototype. I can tell because it's got one of our just like pull tabs on here. Like we never did this black border. This is just something to test. So that's a very prototypey looking one. Because that's the real one here. Prototype. Oh, can you see the size difference here? Not really. So yeah. Sinclair. And you can see, like, I can tell when I open these up that the panels are misaligned here, right? So that should just be a good giveaway. Lots of these. We must have just pulled a batch of these funky texture black brass towns. Oh no, this one's more than that. This one's got some goofed up stitching. Then Peacock and Steel. Why are you in here? Oof. Rip. Literal rip. That's almost fixable. I mean, it's not patchable, but good enough to use, right? All right. Let's get a bunch of this. There's a bunch of notebooks in here. Let me just kind of clean house here. Oh, see, like I didn't send this one because like the shrink. If the shrink wrap was crappy, I would pull these. I didn't like bad shrink. Bad shrink wrap was one of my things. Like if you couldn't tell, I have a lot of things. Like I wouldn't send these to people because they were all crappy shrink wrap. Sorry. Dislike. But they make great giveaway items. These are some smashed A5 books. These did not sell well. We made them to put in with the Laniers when we sold them, and they were pretty good. Like a few people like really liked them, but they weren't great sellers. What is this? Some kind of whoa. This goes up. This is some prototype. Oh, it's got a zipper on it. Why does this... So it's got a pocket, but it doesn't open all the way, even though it zips. That's actually kind of okay with that. Stuff gotta go in there. This is something Jeff just must have made, testing things out. The weird closure. We know how you feel about Velcro. Do you feel similarly about elastic? Pretty close, yeah. I don't hate Velcro as much as Jeff did. I don't like some elastic, yeah. It just depends. Yeah, that's just some random prototype. Too far overlapped fodder stack. But yeah, I'm not fully on the anti-Velcro bandwagon like Jeff was. Jeff was no Velcro and no violent femmes. That was pretty much the rules in the office. No Velcro and no violet femmes. Which I can get behind. Like, I get that. I can appreciate that stance. Have you ever had Velcro sneakers? I'm sure when I was a kid. I had definitely had kangaroos. And a lot of those came with Velcro. Ooh, here's a prototype. Well, funny you should ask, Evan. You know what this is? Does anyone know what this is? Anyone know what this is? Orange, not case, knives, close. Knives, close. It's the most popular channel in Slack. Watches. Yeah, it's a watch case. Jeff always thought about watch cases. So, it was a watch case. Yep. So, oh, this is the old Mandarin mango combo. I don't know if it works. I'm not much of a watch person for now. So this was a sample. Oh, this was a very rejected sample. Does anyone see why? This would have been very rejected. We're about a ½ inch too high on these straps. The pins would be off the top, yeah. So this panel was cut incorrectly. It's the good ½ inch too high. So that was a rejected sample. Looks good on you though. Y'all can have this. What's up with the stitching? I think it's probably just like the wrinkles and the lighting for in here. Stitching didn't look that bad. I had way more of these prototypes made than I thought of the Traveler's Notebook ones. I gave one away last week. We'll hold this one for a little bit longer. This was a sample pouch in a color we didn't use. This is more of like an olive drab, like almost like army-esque fabric. Then this is the color we went with, the real olive here. This is like a drab, like a fatigues drab. Protects the clips. Yeah, you could just slot them all in there. How many prototypes until it becomes production? Until it gets right. Could be 1, it could be 5. Thought there was a Funky Town in here for a second. I would have died. Oh, this must have been some kind of sample we sent to get built. Someone said, hey, take this and build this. So these, when I talk about panels, right, this is what a panel is. So you take all these different parts, put them together, they get stitched up. So you got to work on the dimensions for these things to get connected right and to fold it up right. So yeah, all kinds of stuff like that. What was the customer return you couldn't believe you missed? Oh gosh, I do miss some obvious stuff sometimes. Like every now and then, anything with our pin panels in it. What is this? So like a brass town. And this happened a few times, and it's just gonna happen. It's just the nature of the beast. So what would happen with brass towns, high towers, anything with a sewn in panel, sometimes they wouldn't hit the bottom of the panel correctly and it wouldn't seal. So like I don't stick pins into every slot to test. So like I will pull on it and see if I can see it acting weird at the bottom, and sometimes I would miss it, but someone would just stick the pin like straight through. I'd be like, oops. So, but since you know it's a problem, it's something you look out for. Have you ever discontinued a product just because it was right or it wasn't right or didn't sell? Yeah, we discontinued the sassafras early on, which was the 2-panel, the 2-flap high tower, because it was kind of duplicative of the high tower itself. I think one of mine has that problem. Yeah, it can be fixed like with a stitch, but that was a problem I know I missed on several cases. Or it could grow over time if it's just like loosely tacked and it looked fine when it left and then continually over time like got worse. What was the one without pin slots? Chimney top, just like the pouch. Is that what you mean? I'm not sure. So that would be something I'd miss from time to time. But usually, like, the way I would check things, like this one, if it wasn't like a visual one, the wax canvas one from Kickstarter, yeah. So like if I don't see like a visual issue, double notebook, Mary Apple, that was another discontinued one. Mary Apple and Sassafras were from the original Kickstarter, and they were not additive to the collection. The High Tower did both of what those cases did and did it better. So the High Tower was basically 3 cases in one. So the one thing that I would do, like when you're QCing things, like ready for shipping, is like you would have your visual cues, right? Like that one case I saw that was too high or at an angle, and then you're really just pulling the crap out of it. Like I would pull it, run my fingers down here, do all kinds of weird things to it to make sure like all the stitching was good, and see if things are popping out. So our cases luckily were pretty durable for the most part, but like where JC's saying that was one of the weak spots because there's not a big dimension there you have to get it just right for that overlap. It's so thin. So you gotta make sure to hit that right. All right, what have I given away today? Tallulah, some note cards, a Brass Town. I guess we can give away a Sinclair. Where's that camo Sinclair? We'll give away one of the camo Sinclairs here in a minute. Let me get this stash done. Stash moved and done. And find that camo Sinclair. I shouldn't have put that away. That's some nice Brass Towns in here. They're just rough. Sorry, this is blue and gray one. This is an old one. This might be like Kickstarter days type of one. We definitely did this for Kickstarter, I believe, navy and steel. All right, where are we at? 11:30. All right, we can get this done, chat. Let's do another giveaway. Oh, here we go. Right on top of here. So let me move some more stuff out of the way. We can almost consolidate into one bin now that I have things a little bit more organized. I haven't noticed my chair doing this until now. Whew. I think all the dust is getting to me. Brad, did you buy your Raven? No. I just don't need it right now. I like it, though. I got to use it in Orlando. It's pretty cool. So we're going to give away this camo Sinclair. So the reason why I didn't sell it in the beginning is because the pocket panel was crooked, right? So the zippers don't hit at the same spot, which is a thing for me. Right? So they're a little bit different. The rubber gasket on the piston assembly of my Leo broke off. Wow. I wonder if they can fix it. They probably should be able to fix it. Right? Unusable, right? But yeah, that's one of those things that bugs me bad. Yeah, the Raven's pretty cool. I do like it. So let's give this away. This is a really, really, really rare one. Definitely a lot of eBay monies on this one. Although you can get a Sinclair R in camo now too, I believe. Devalued. Devalued, chat. All right, giveaways open. Exclamation point raffle. I'm going to keep going because I do need to finish by 12. And I think we will. I think we will. Fuzzy Warble, thank you for the 17 months of subbing. But this is the giveaway one. And then I'm going to start looking at some other stuff right now as y'all all enter. Anyone can enter. Anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. Copies don't devalue the original. True. True. Probably devalues the, probably slims the market. Wow. Wax canvas. What is this? So here's a prototype. I believe this is one of the prototypes we made for Blackwing when they were asking us to make a pen wrap. Because these are pencil slots, pencil size slots. So I think this was a test run. They didn't end up using this. They did end up taking this idea and putting it in their final case, so I was kind of bent about that, but whatever. But this is in pretty good shape. It's pretty cool. Is the stop because when your pencil is slope because of when your pencil gets shorter when you sharpen? Exactly. So it's for different stages of pencils. So that was our idea for the case. They did end up going with that. If you go look and see. And I think they didn't go with us because I don't think we wanted to do the hardware on the inside of the case like this. Because by the time you use it, by the time you put stuff in here, you end up jacking up the dimensions. And I may not have all the details right, but I'm pretty sure they were adamant about the interior pocket, and we didn't believe that was a good idea. Like, we were good with this, and we do something for just like this part and even make it bigger. But by the time you put stuff in here and you have rigid pencils in here, it ends up jacking up the dimensions. This one doesn't look too bad, though. The one on their side is different. Oh, this isn't the first one that they did. There was one, yeah. So I think like we didn't want to do like, oops, sorry. I think that we didn't want to do the notebook thing in the middle. There was something about this that we didn't want to do. Because we didn't like how it worked. Something like that. I can't totally remember. It's been a while. But yeah, this will work for someone. Oh, also, zipper hangs out here. All right, let's give away this camo. Where are we at? Sherry Bobbins. Sherry Bobbins, you win the camo Sinclair. Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up, Toby. I was a little excited there for Sherry Bobbins. Woohoo! Nice. So email me. Tell me you won the Camo Sinclair. hello@pinanac.com. And I will get this out later this week. Congratulations. This is a cool case. Nice job. You are very welcome. What does the Camo Sinclair look like? This. You can't see it though. I'm holding it in my hand. I have alt text on it because you can't see it. It says Camo Sinclair. Woodland. This is Woodland Camo Sinclair specifically. This is the basic pattern. All right, get this on there. I know. Don't see anything. Well, good. I'm glad y'all don't see it because they don't exist. You can't have one. You can't have one, chat. Whoa, throwing stuff. All right, so here's a product that I wanted to make or thought about making but never could really get to it. Just an A5 pouch. Just a notebook. Like, it's basically a giant stack. It's like a giant fodder stack, right? And it fits just an A5 notebook as a sleeve type of thing. And you can put whatever you want here. Like, these pockets are way too deep, right? But you could clip stuff on here. Like, it's probably not a good product, like, to sell. But I don't know. We definitely wanted to make it, but I think this was probably like the deal breaker here because it's just too big. We'd almost have to just like, I don't know, do something else with it. All right, backwards label fodder stack. That's cool. Notebook. Let's see if there's any dirty words in here. Nope. Tester. Baller. Oh, see, there is a bad word in here. You never know, chat. You never know what you're going to find. Wine bottle holder, pretty much. Little mini chimney top. So here's a damage. That one is legit damaged. Like the stitching was poked out. What about this one? This one looks pretty good. And then Brasstown. Looks pretty good from here. I think this is the original linear prototype that I carried this to and from work at Nock. I think pretty much every day from my house to Nock. Would carry my laptop and stuff in it. Did you ever make a Nock beer koozie? I mean, pretty close, yeah. We definitely had some samples laying around. Because the one good thing about Nock, our location, we were near a lot of breweries, so we had some good friends. We'd get beer all the time. Yeah, I think this was the prototype that I carried for months on end. What does Brasstown mean? It is the tallest mountain in the state of Georgia. The highest point in the state of Georgia. And at the time, it was our biggest case. So we named all of our products after natural, locations in the state. Rivers, lakes, forests, mountains, stuff like that. Lake Sinclair, Lake Lanier, Brasstown Mountain, Lookout Mountain, things like that. Stone Mountain. We didn't do Stone. All right. We're getting into the bottom of the bin here, and most of it is those olive lookouts, which I don't really need to go through. So let me grab out some of the other stuff here. Peacock Sapelo. Nice stuff. Didn't the Coleman start as a drink holder? Probably. Because it fits 12-ounce bottles. Oh, is there a koozie picture? So I don't know what came first. I don't know what came first. The koozie case or the pen case idea. Probably the koozie, knowing us. Probably the koozie came first. Oh, you went to Young Harris? Nice. So, yeah. Sapelos. Sinclair's. What are some good breweries down there to look out for? Our friends were at Red Brick and Monday Night were the two main ones back in the day that we use. And I think they're both... I know Monday Night's still active. I'm not sure about Red Brick. Should be. Those were the two that were like right around the corner from us. But there's a million more breweries in Atlanta that I'm sure I don't know about. But at the time we were there, we dealt with Red Brick and Monday Night. Special Friday deliveries. Pretty good looking Brasstown. I wonder if they distribute to PA. Monday Night seems to get around a little bit. So I'm not sure. Like, it seems like I've seen them in other places. My Coleman is limiting its best life as a dice bag right now. We had a prototype dice bag somewhere. That was one of our last projects that never came to fruition. Crooked fodder stack. A lot more of these than I thought we had. All right, we're gonna do one more giveaway here. Does anyone sell a case similar to the Brasstown? Hopefully I can work with Rickshaw to get something made. They have some wraps right now, but I'd really want the Brasstown style. So it's not the same technical aspects of the Brasstown, but you can get some wraps. All right, I can see the bottom of the bin. So I have a bunch of these in the bottom of this here. So I'm just gonna set these to the side. We must have had some real issues with these, or just never got around to selling them or something. I don't know. Rickshaw seed? I don't know. Maybe. It's not at the top of the list. I mean, I'd like to make everything, obviously, but... All right, a few more things. It's an old Sapelo from Kickstarter. You get all the non-lookout things. Oh, there's a pretzel. God, there's so much dust in here. Another relay button. Kickstarter Sapelo's my wallet. A lot of people use those for wallets. Monday Night Brewing sounds familiar. I think Publix carried them for a while. Yeah. They seem to be one of the bigger ones that made it out of the local range. So this was a Kickstarter Sapelo. This is the first Sapelo. Wow. I see why I pulled this one. Ugh, that snap. Good grief. This is the OG Sapelo. This will be our last give. We'll save this one will be our last giveaway today. Here, we'll put the relay button in here. So this is the last little batch here. I just want to check out, and we'll move on. Brasstown. Kickstarter one holds your camera. Nice. There's some pretty good old breast towns in here. They made a key lime beer that I hated. That sounds terrible. Violet and Raven. I hadn't seen one of these. Have we had one of these come through? I don't think we've seen one of these. Maybe we have. It was Violet and Raven. More. I might actually keep one of these. These must have just got set aside for something and never made it out. Just like fruit beers in general. Yeah, I don't do. I honestly like really like a good cold lager. Oh, here's a messed up case. I like basic beers and then wheat beers. Wheat beers are a little bit fruity, right? Orange or lemon or a little bit, but not too much. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So this is an upside down Tallulah. We've had a couple of these come through where the panel just got flipped. Boop. Violet with Raven would be a good goth girl band name. True. Sapelo. Chimney Top and Lookout. All right, I think that does it. I think that does it, chat. All right. We're going to give this away in just a second. Let me clear my desk. I think that bin needs to go. But we have overflowed this bin, which means some of it needs to go into the ice box, but I need to organize that first. Some of this has just got to stay for a minute. Just for a minute. Okay. So this was the original Sapelo. You probably need to break in the button a little bit. Just snap it a bunch. All right, last one for today. This giveaway's open. Pin Addict Kickstarter version Sapelo. Anyone can enter, anyone can win. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. I ship worldwide. Worldwide. Ooh, I definitely need to get my my desk mat back. This mouse is a little crunchy on here. I don't like that feeling. It's not a smooth desk. Well, I hope y'all have enjoyed this look through the Nock stuff I have. Need a moose pad. Oh, so real quick, tomorrow we'll stream at 10 a.m. because we recorded the podcast early last week. Mike's off this week. So we recorded already. So it's already in the can. So we'll be here at 10 tomorrow. Slice of Nock history. Yep. And it will, even though does not exist in its current state, it's a big part of me, who I am. And it's very important to me, and I'm glad that a lot of people liked it and a lot of people enjoyed these streams and stuff. What time does the podcast drop? It'll be before noon. Usually, oh, Leonardo Momento Zero. Yeah, let me finish this, and then I almost have it unburied here. And then I will grab it. You got about 40 seconds left. Yeah, Nock Nostalgia was great. It'll always be part of me. We'll always hear about it. Hopefully, because a lot of our products will last the test of time, right? We made this stuff to last. And I think a lot of it does. Except JC Sinclair. RIP. Been listening to old episodes making the end of Nock even sadder. Yeah, I hear ya. It's funny. Like, I'm not sad about it. Like, I thought about it last week. Going through this and living through this again. And it was like, would I want to start this up again? And it is the easiest no you have ever heard in your life. Like, I love every minute of this. I do not want to make pen cases. It's like, I was thinking about it. It's too much for one person to handle, but it's not enough to have like 3 or 4 employees to like sustain. It's this weird middle zone. Tough business. Enjoyed every minute of it though. And I had a great partner in Jeff. Jeff is the coolest. I've been lucky to work with 2 amazing designers to help make products between Jeff and Brian. It makes sense to do it with Rickshaw? Yeah, totally. Like when you have your own factory. All right, let's pick a winner. Temporally awry. No chaos here, buddy. Only good stuff. Tell me you won the Pen Addict Sapelo, and that will be yours. You actually won. All right, so let me get out my Leonardo here. Uno momento, Leonardo. Always have a challenge figuring out where to put these little things so get them. That's pretty early for the mail. Although I guess it is almost noon. Yeah, that's the mail. Mail time. That is an aggressive snap there temporally. You're going to have to work on that. All right, let's see if that'll stay enough for me to make it to the shipping part. Does anyone not give you an address to send? Once or twice ever? I'll usually email people. I mean, I know most people here. I don't just like vanish. I don't just usually ghost them. All right, I think... So I did organize one of the things I was doing this morning, pre-stream, was I did organize my currently inked pens into this into the 12 pin case. So they're all here, minus this one, which is like my next review. So we have 11 pens inked up. So now that I'm finally sub 12. In another life, I would have been an industrial designer. I found all this very interesting. Yeah, it's really cool to be part of the process of making stuff. So this is my currently inked pens. I pretty much have a theme going on here. It's very colorful. I know, temporally won, right? Too bad it wasn't chaos. Yeah, 11's good. So we're going to review this one. Let's see. All the ones... Oh, God, that one too. We have a lot of review pens. This is why I haven't inked any pens recently. Because probably reviews of all these ones that are poking out. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. But this is my Leonardo. So it's got a very kind of light streak on this side. and then very dark streak on the back. First to the left is a Gravitas pocket with a number 8 nib. I'll show it to you in just a second. Yeah. So it's kind of like it's maybe like 1/3 this shade, like 1/3 this darkness, and then just kind of like some mixture in between. So yeah, it's great. Very happy with this. That's going to be definite review, and then everything else we'll see. So this is the pocket Delrin, or I don't know if it's Delrin. It's just like a thing. So it's got the number 8 Jinhao nib on it. Steel nib. Steel nib. Everything is in here is a steel nib except the Yaboya. I have a gold Bach in it. So that's the only gold nib. I'm a pretty big fan of steel nibs. So yeah, that's it. What on earth is the blue one on the far right? It's a Platinum Curidas. And that's a good reaction to it. It's a very strange pen. We're going to review this. Did you choose that specific Leo or buy it blind? Bought it blind from Goldspot, and I'm very happy with the results. You never know. You never know what you're going to get. Yeah, this is a wild pen. This is a review coming soon. So yeah, there we go. So lots of good stuff in here. Lots of good stuff for review, which is why when I'm going through this project in the box back here, I'm seeing so many pens I want to use right now, but I have things to do with these, and I need to write out more of these, get them written through, get them reviewed, things like that. So that ridiculous knot kills me every time. Ridiculous is a good way to put it. All right, Miss Marilyn Darling, I'm right behind you. I think let's go raid our friend Kiritisa, our metalsmithing friend. And we'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Set your alerts. We're early tomorrow since the podcast is already done, chat. Phew. I need to go blow my nose now. I think I just spun up so much dust from those cases. We need to go have a moment alone with our schnoz. I'm glad we could end it on that, chat. So, very cool. We'll work on something tomorrow. I don't know. I kind of had all my plans. That was my plans for the last 2 streams. So now I need 2 new plans for the next 2 days of streams. Maybe a writing day for sure. We'll get that done. Write some of these fountain pens out, right? Maybe a shopping day too. There's a couple things I need to pick up. So, all right, we'll be back. Y'all go say hey to Kiri, and she's wearing something wild on her head today. So let's go check it out. See y'all.